Mello, not over the ridge, this way.
This way.
Come.
The way we make all our decisions is life. And that's the fundamental thing that kind of defines what regenerative is.
Yeah, it's been just shy of a year since we first donated to the Sustainable Table. So
Yeah.
what are the main things you guys have been working on?
What we're seeing a huge amount of is a need for gap filling of all of the major pieces of infrastructure that help the food system. So I guess we're talking about things like mills that are now out of action and abattoirs. Those sorts of pieces of infrastructure that used to be really localised and really prevalent are just not available anymore. And it makes it really difficult for farmers to stamp provenance on the food that they're producing, which then makes it really hard to really connect with the person that's going to eat the food, so they understand the story and they understand the growing practices or the farming practices.
So what are some of the favourite projects that you guys have supported over the last, let's say, year?
I think one of them is probably the one you guys have supported, to be honest.
Orange Yarra Meats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a relationship with an Indigenous community up north, and they bring these kids down on programs where the kids learn to hunt and butcher and package and sell all of that wild meat. And that trailer is the thing that you guys have supported. The trailer is the thing that takes those kids right through from the catch through to the sale. So it's the most amazing program.
I was stoked to be able to support that. Our main recipe is 97% Australian-made produce. A lot of meat in that, a lot of vegetables. Very little coming from overseas. We want to grow things here. We want to have less impact of transport and things like that in the food we produce. We want more nutrients out of the food we produce and put into Mello's food here. What are you hoping to achieve with the dog food fund?
So we're looking for new paths to market. We're looking for new opportunities for the farmers that we're working with. And we're looking to kind of amplify the story.
Amazing.
And lots of us are farmers. So we actually get what it's like to have calloused hands and have boots in the dirt.
And in some of the communities, like seeing firsthand,
I
guess, difference that a changing food landscape does to Australia.
Yeah.
Not just the food in Australia.
It makes a real difference. And we're not just farmers, we're regenerative farmers. So we know what the cultural complexity is when I'm the only regenerative farmer on my small-scale family-owned farming plateau. Everybody else is farming into the commodity networks. So I fully get the isolation that comes with doing things slightly differently and the cultural differences that you need to navigate.
Are many of these regenerative farms sort of making their way into, common food systems?
There is definitely movement for regenerative food to be moving more into mainstream. I guess the biggest fear though is that because it's so hard to really explain quite succinctly, it's sort of more an embodied way of being to be regenerative.
Yeah.
It's really open to the potential of being greenwashed. And so we have really rigorous assessment processes through our the Sustainable Table food and farming map, which is the only one of its kind, and it's really about getting everybody who's operating regeneratively to list themselves. It's free to list themselves so that we know that we've put them through a really rigorous assessment criteria already, and they don't actually appear on the map without a whole heap of assessors going through that.
Yeah, amazing. I appreciate you coming down and taking a walk with Mello and I very much appreciate the work that you and everyone else at Sustainable Table have done over our 9 or so months of working together. And hopefully, this is many years of partnership with the Dog Food Fund.
We can
and really
do
excited
it
to
with
see
your
what happens.
support. So it's bloody amazing, and we're really enjoying the partnership. So
Cool.
it's great.
Thanks so much. Enjoy your day.
See you, puppy. He goes, right, let me out of here.